Welcome, my beloved students. You are now in class 10, very important period in your career as you are going to appear the annual HSC examination and the end of this year. Very important for your future career and prospect. I hope you will perform well in the HSC annual examination. So students, this is the very crisis period due to spread of coronaviruses and effect of pandemic COVID-19. All schools are closed by the order of the government. So teachers are unable to take classes. So online classes are very important and necessary for you, for your study. So I also want to display my class on the topic A Letter to God. Today I am going to teach, today I am teaching now A Letter to God, which is written by GL Fuentes. GL Fuentes, one of the greatest Mexican writer of English literature. He had written a lot of novels and prose pieces during his lifetime. As you know, GL Fuentes was born on 17th November in the year 1895 and died on 10th December in the year 1966. GL Fuentes was the greatest novelist, poet, one of the top chroniclers and humorous writers, and also a story writer. All the readers in the world acclaimed GL Fuentes for his humorous writing. GL Fuentes was awarded the prize for art and science in the year 1935. So this one is a very humorous A Letter to God. You know, all of you, about writing letters to friends, parents, or any one of your relatives. But have you ever seen or marked about writing letter to God? So here the writer has described about how Lencho was a farmer. Lencho was a farmer. He wrote a letter to God. Why did he write the letter? That he had great faith in God due to his total destruction of corns. Now I am starting the gist of some paragraphs. In the first paragraphs, the writer has described about where Lencho lived. Lencho was a farmer. He lived in a valley area, totally solitary place. No one was accompanied with him. Lencho was living at the top of the low hill, at the crest of the low hill. His hut was situated at the crest of the low hill. The entire valley area was surrounded by the natural surroundings. Lencho had the cornfields nearby, which one can look from the hut to the cornfields. The entire cornfields were covered with the flowers that predicted the good harvest. But Lencho was just waiting for a shower of rain to get good harvest at last. And during the time he was looking towards the northeastern sky, just he was wanting a shower of rain, which he needed in order to survive the crops and to get a good harvest. And he was just looking towards the northeastern sky. At the moment he was thinking, a huge mountains of cloud just began to move, and then started with the hailstones. The rain began to fall from the sky, but Lencho thought it was not a rain. It was not rain, but hailstones were falling down, which were the pieces like silver coins and golden coins, as regarded by the children. While the hailstones began to fall, Lencho's children went out not only to have the pleasure of feeling in their body, but also to collect the frozen pearls. But Lencho was thoughtful that the rain would stop after a few moments, but it did not happen so, as the rain continued for more than an hour. The total cornfields were covered by the hailstones. The total valley, the herds, the cornfields were covered by hailstones and looked like the white salts and snows. Lencho was very much unhappy when he looked standing in the middle of his field after the rain stopped, not a single cone was left, as the total cornfield was destroyed by the hailstones. Not a single leaf was left for him. So Lancio was very much sorrowful as he thought if a plague of locusts had eaten his corns, the locusts might have left something for the farmers, but here the hailstones left nothing, is totally destroyed. So Lencho was very unhappy. He was in grief deeply. He could not sleep silently at night. The whole night he was asleep. He was awake. He was thoughtful about how to maintain the future life without harvesting. Who will help his family? So Lenzo was awake, could not sleep the whole night, was thinking and thinking more and more. So just he was filled with sadness. So due to the loss of total crops, so now he was thinking more and more about the maintenance of future life and how could he maintain and provide food to all his family members. He was filled with sadness. So till now I am ending the gist of these paragraphs. I hope you will try best and read the topic and try to understand one by one. Next class I will discuss more about the remaining stanzas. Thank you all.